What's up, everybody? It's George. If you happen to hear music in the background, that's because there's currently a concert going on about a mile away from me, or less, and it's pretty loud. It'll carry all the way over here. It's currently like 10:30, almost 11 o'clock at night. So back out here at it again. 13, 14, 15. We just got done with step 16. So I'm moving on to step 17, which will be adding on the stepper motor for the x-axis. We're going to need stepper motor number 76, one pulley, part number 43, and 3 the M3 by 8 screws, number 23. Smart little deals, small little deals. And we are also going to be using 3 the M3 flat washers. Step motor, pretty much see from there. So, first thing we'll be doing is adjusting the camera. Okay, you know what? To simplify things, I'm just gonna remove that. So, it slides right in and out. So, we're going to be placing washer onto the M3 by 8 screw and inserting that all the way down to the bottom. Before I forget, on the last step, the one to secure the M4 screws that secured. See if I can see that real quick. The screws that I use right here to secure the print head to the print head bracket are actually 12mm long and not 16mm long. So correction on that. My apologies. So back onto this part. Step 14, step 16. So we have placed 3 washers onto the 3 M3 by M8 screws, like so. And now we're going to attach the stepper motor to the printed bracket, minding where the wires go, which you want to point upwards. You're gonna want to point upwards. Secure the stepper motor to that. Repeat that step 2 more times for the other 2 screws. Secure that nice and tight. The concert is a rave, by the way. So it's probably going to go all night. Okay, when you're done, it should look like that. So this is pretty much it for the carriage assembly, other than moving on to 13, 14, 15, step 17, which will be attaching smooth rods to the carriage assembly and the threaded rods as well. Oh, hold on, strike that. We will be attaching the belt at this current moment to this bracket. So we're going to actually hold off on that. We are going to skip that step, because in order for you to put on the belt correctly, you need to know the spacing here correctly. In order for you to know the spacing, sorry about that. In order for you to know the spacing correctly between here and here, you need to have it set on the axis. Let's see. So we're going to be skipping one step. Might as well add our gear. Timing belt. And that's not going to line up. When you insert this pulley, make sure the teeth face the stepper motor in order for it to line up correctly. And you're going to want to center it as best you can. Tightening it down to the flat side of the shaft on the stepper motor. Like so. And I'll get another close-up view for you in just a moment. Okay, so as you can see, the set screws are actually up here, and the reason why is if you can see the slot right behind it, you want this teeth to line up with this slot back here, the path of the belt. Okay. Again, we're going to hold off on the belt for right now. So we're going to skip over to step 17, which will be adding the thread rods to the carriage assembly. And this will be the shorter set of threaded rods. And you're going to want to insert that into the brass nut, as you can see here. And let's closer. Want the brass nut to be about halfway or so. Now we're going to match up the other side. Do the same. And we're going to take the threaded rod, and threaded rod is part number 300mm threaded rod, part number 4. There's 2 of these. It's an M8 threaded rod. The M10 is down below, so this is the thinner one. It's just a bit too heavy. The reason why it's halfway, it's because that just seemed like a good place to place it. So I'm just going to go with halfway. At this point I'm going to match the lengths up as close to it as possible. And when it's close enough, then reassemble it back together. Okay. Next thing we'll be doing is adding the couplings to the Z-axis motors. So a good tip would be to face the flat part of the shaft this way, or at a point of reference where it's easy to access the lock screw. So the threaded couplings part number 67. Now let's go into a little bit of detail on how these work. You have a set screw here to take care of the rotational spin at the bottom as well as the top. The way this is cut is to allow some give when it rotates and allow pivoting action, and if you look closely you can actually see open and close and flex. They also have these screws on the side which clamp the shaft. So first line this with this at a snug tightness. And back this off just a tad bit. And tighten it down till it's about snug enough. Now you turn the coupling around, and with the set screw pointing at the same direction as the flat part of the shaft on the Z-axis, let it go down about 1/4 inch and secure it, 1/2 inch and secure it. We can do the same for the other side. Now there is two sizes to this coupling. As you can see, there's a narrow hole for the shaft and a wider hole for the threaded nut. So make sure the wider hole goes up above. You'll also notice that when you try to tighten or try to place it over the motor, picking up where I got cut off. Now, as an example, I'll just place it on here. This shaft will bottom out to a certain point. So that means it can't go through that smaller hole. Now, when you insert these parts onto the stepper motor shaft, make sure your set screw is facing the flat shaft of the stepper motor. And we're going to make it flush with the coupling. The stepper motor shaft flush to the bottom of this coupling. You can only see it when you're screwing it down. Fixing again. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Again, fixing to the flat part of the shaft, and then tightening the set screw on the coupling. Again, ensuring that the larger side of the larger hole of the coupling is on top. Now, I believe that was step 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I believe that was step 17. Okay.